macaron, what's it called? Not pasties. The blue one. Can't remember the name of it. Starts with P. Hi guys, it's Lauren J. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I like to do get ready with me style videos using makeup that is new to me, or just needs more love in my collection. And today I have a lot of new stuff. So I did make a few orders this month. It's been a pretty interesting, exciting time for makeup. A lot of new interesting things coming out. So I made an order from Chanel, I made an order from Ulta, and I made an order from Sephora. So I am going to start with the thing that I got from Chanel. So from Chanel, I picked up one of the Water Fresh blushes. That is this little guy right here, and I picked up the shade in light pink. This is a $50 product. It is half a fluid ounce of product, you can see, and it is an airless pump, and it is one of those that is the pigment suspended in water. This is a 75%, advertised as 75% water. I talk about that a little later. Long story short, yeah, I'm a clown. But that is what I have on my cheeks today. This is again the light pink shade. I'm just so, again, impressed with the quality of service from the Chanel website. That's where I got this. So this is the packaging. Again, it's from the Le Beige collection, which is kind of their summer collection. And the packaging, it came in its own sort of cardboard Chanel branded box for delivery. And then inside was this, and you know, so beautiful. It's just this little like envelope tied together, and then once you untie it, it just folds open, and everything was sitting in here. And I got a little pouch full of samples, so it's great. I mean, just Chanel A+. It's been a really long time since I was buying makeup from Chanel. I bought a lot of it like in the late 2000s. That was pretty much the only type of makeup I bought, and then I kind of got into other things when I started watching makeup YouTube sort of in the mid 2010s. And I just haven't felt like spending that much, but I have been watching a lot more like luxury beauty bloggers and stuff, and kind of getting into some of the, you know, more interesting releases from Chanel. I love their perfumes. You know, and this just was really just intriguing. I mean, it is a lot of money. $50 is a lot of money, I will say, for a blush. However, for a Chanel blush, it's actually kind of affordable. I don't know. That's a relative term. Anyway, I also got a couple of samples. So I got the La Volume Revolution de Chanel. That is the mascara that I am wearing on my eyes today. You got to choose your samples, so you get 2 samples with this order. And then, so I picked up a sample of the L'Eau Rouge. This is their new revitalizing fragrance mist that they released with the #1 de Chanel collection. So it's just in here, and this is a beautiful scent. I just have fallen in love with this scent. It doesn't last super long. It's just so nice and springy. Just real soft, flowery. Just really nice. So there were a couple of skincare products that I wanted to get from Sephora, which are not in this video. But in addition to getting those products, I figured I wanted to pick up the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. I have been so intrigued by this product and what it actually is, because what it reminded me of when I first saw it was like the e.l.f. Putty Primer, which, you know, is really based on the Tatcha Putty Primer. But that's what I have as my foundation today. No concealer, no powder. and it's really just kind of an interesting product. It comes with this little spoon, and then twist off the cap, and then it just, you know, it is actually a pretty creamy product. A little goes a very, very long way. I just used sort of a strip across with the spoon, and already, like, I could already tell it was a little bit too much, because they suggest just sort of pressing it in with your fingers, and I was just kind of like smearing it all over my face. So definitely a little bit of a learning curve, just kind of like with the blush, there's a little bit of a learning curve to using these products. I don't mind that. That's kind of what I think is interesting about them, to learn to use products in a different way and not just the same old that you've been using. I mean, obviously there's comfort in just like using a powder and a brush and just putting it on, but you know, it just was something I wanted to try out. I'm not a big cream products person, so you know, liquid products, so liquid blush and sort of this kind of more, you know, balmy product, they're very different for me. So yeah, I've just been super intrigued with these. And then I also picked up another one of the Danessa Myricks Infinite Chrome Micro Pencils. This is in the color Jade. I already have shown the color Emerald and Lemon Quartz on my channel. These are amazing pencils. I love these so much. They're just top quality. These are $22 pencils. You don't get a ton of product, but the effect that you get on your eyes, I have it as liner today, and it's just, again, kind of like the Lemon Quartz. It's just sort of a full spectrum, from like purple to blue to like this seafoam green. I think that's what they describe it as on the website. But yeah, these pencils from Danessa Myricks are just outstanding, and Danessa Myricks is a brand that I've been really wanting to try more of. I've gotten a few samples, I have a few of the pencils, but yeah, I just was really intrigued by her Yummy Skin line, so I decided I would try the blurring powder. Just something nice and light for summer when I'm not feeling like a huge makeup day. I've been dealing with a lot of just skin issues lately, so this is kind of like just the easiest thing for me to do. And so far, so good. I'm still, you know, I only put this on maybe 3 minutes ago, so I don't have any thoughts yet, but if I do have any final thoughts, I'll put them down in the description box below. Then I also made an order at Ulta. I needed some, you know, regular product from Ulta, but also About Face finally came to Ulta, one of my favorite new makeup brands. It's the brand owned by Halsey, or at least fronted by Halsey. I don't know exactly who owns it, but I have been wanting to pick up more of their pencils, and I'm wanting to pick up the eye primer. They recently dropped their prices, which is awesome. And I do feel comfortable ordering from their website. You do get like website discounts every once in a while. They do have like, they had like a massive friends and family 40% off sale recently. So the website is fine to order from, but you know, when you're buying just a couple, like when you're just buying like a $13 shadow primer, I just want to put it in a bag in Ulta with a bunch of other stuff. You know, I don't want to make an order just to buy a $13 thing that I'm going to have to pay $10 shipping on. So it is just awesome that the brand is finally back, or not finally back. It is awesome that the brand is finally, you know, more accessible, more affordable, because it really, in my opinion, the products that I have used, I love their powder highlighter, which are not on the Ulta website yet, which is a little bit disappointing. I love these matte liners. I love their matte lip paints, and so far I'm liking this. So I'll let you know, but you know, really excited that About Face is on Ulta. And so just been again, one of those brands that I've been really interested to try. Same with like R.E.M. Beauty by Ariana Grande, and just some of the other, I mean, and there's a lot of like musician brands out right now. Gwen Stefani, Lady Gaga, obviously the queen of them all, who started, well, I don't know if she started it all, but she is the queen of them all, is Rihanna of Fenty Beauty. So yeah, just interesting to see like the rebrand of Lady Gaga, House Labs. I'm kind of interested in that. The products are a little too pricey at this point for me, but yeah, there's just a lot of interesting brands and releases going on right now. So That is almost everything I bought. I also made an order from Viseart this weekend. They had two of their palettes come back in stock, the Petit Pro Chouchou and the Petit Pro Soleil. So I will be getting those in. I also bought the, is it called Pastille? It's the blue one of the Macaron line, of the Petit Four line. So I've got 3 palettes coming in from Viseart eventually. So excited to share those in the coming weeks with you. And let's get into how I got this look and how I applied these products. Okay, let's get this show on the road. So today I'm going to be trying out some new products on my face, and I am having a few skin issues. I've been having allergies, just seasonal issues. I spent a lot of time outside yesterday, so I have redness. I do have a few blemishes, eczema, all that kind of stuff. So because of all those issues, I thought today would be a good time to just go minimal and try the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. I have the one in number 1. So this is the tinted one, not the transparent one. And it just came yesterday in the mail. That is what it looks like. And the packaging is gorgeous. It's got this little spoon on the top. So I really do like sort of balmy putty products. It's just kind of been a thing this year, in the last couple of years. You know, I do love the e.l.f. Putty Skin Primer. A lot of just less heavy feeling products have been working for me lately. So let's get into this. Now, I'm not putting any primer down on my face because I want to see how this works on its own, and from what I understand, you can use it as a primer if you want. So I'm just going to scoop it out, apply it to my face, and then use fingers as they suggest on the box, and just see what kind of finish I can get. So it's very, I don't know, it's very balmy. I wouldn't say, yeah, I guess I would say it's a little bit creamy. Don't need much, and it does not feel heavy. Kind of light, airy. I can kind of feel it turning powdery under my fingers. Probably the amount I used was maybe a little too much. So it seems to be a nice, obviously light coverage. It does stick a bit to dry patches. I have a lot of dryness and redness right here, and I think you can see that it's, you know, kind of You can see the texture underneath of the flakiness, and a little bit right here. And it's done a little bit of covering up, but it's definitely not concealer-like. I'm gonna wait for it to set down a bit and see. I don't know if it sort of like transforms or oxidizes. But it does kind of look like you've powdered your face. It does definitely have some kind of effect. It's definitely done a bit of brightening under my eyes. So I'm not going to be wearing concealer today, and I'm just going to let it do its thing and see how makeup sits on top of it. So this is my first time trying this product, so your mileage may vary about what you get out of this video. I'll have to try it more and let you know what I think. Right now, it's a very interesting light coverage. Definitely seems like balm to powder. Oops. It's definitely what you're getting, the kind of finish you're getting here. So we'll see how this lasts throughout the day. Next, I'm going to be using a new eyebrow product. I got this in a sample of stuff for Brow Day, maybe a few months ago. This is medium brown, the Ulta Beauty Ultra Slim Brow Pencil. So it's kind of like the, you know, the slim pencil, the Anastasia Brow Wiz style pencil with the spoolie on the end. So we're just going to go in and do brows with that. So it seems like at this point a nice regular type brow pencil, not too waxy, maybe a little bit stiffer than, say, the Brow Wiz, but easy to control. Obviously medium brown is a little darker than I'd normally go, but I think it's okay with this look. I do just want my brows to look darker than they are so that they sort of define my eye area more. Okay, next thing I'm pretty excited to use is the About Face Smoothing Shadow Fix. So About Face, I have been a fan of theirs for a little bit, and they finally came to Ulta, which is just a dream for me because now I can get my points. And so this is a eyeshadow primer. It's just got the regular flat doe foot, and I think there's only one color of this. So yeah. It seems again kind of like a cross between a putty and a liquid. And I've heard really good things, so just put that right on to the lid. Then pat it out. It's definitely got a bit of brightening to it. I mean, it is more transparent than the e.l.f. putty, or obviously the Anastasia, which is basically super white. I'll just let that dry down. It feels really smooth and soft. Just let that dry down a little bit. And usually when I do my makeup, I tend to do my face primer, I do my eyeshadow primer, and then I'll go in and do my brows. So usually my primer on my face and my eyes gets a little bit more time to set. But because I did my brows first today and I went right into the eyeshadow primer after that, The results I get today might be a little different just because I'm not waiting as long in between putting the primer down and putting the shadow down. So, and today, as you've seen, I've been using my Viseart empty palette, and this is the one with all of my Étendue and Petit Four shades, all the 1.5 gram shades. So I've got shimmers on the bottom and mattes on the top. This is not all of the mattes. Some of the mattes are in another palette, but as you can see, the Étendues and the Petit Fours tend to run very shimmer heavy. Unlike the smaller palettes like the Petite, well, obviously the Petite mattes are all matte, but the Edit palettes and the Petit Pros, which are half matte, half shimmer, they tend to just run a little bit more towards the matte side. So this is a Nouveau from the Viseart palette. Just gonna do a little bit of light crease work here. Nothing too extravagant. I'm not even trying to do that much of a look today with my shadow. So obviously, I'll mostly be testing this throughout the day for creasing of the shimmer shadows. And then it seems like the mattes are going down really nice. These are Viseart shadows, so that is usually always the case. No matter what primer you're using, Viseart shadows just mattes just really blend out and blend themselves. But it doesn't seem like anything's really sticking. Seems like it's pretty much dried down at this point. So, and then just taking my ring finger, I'm going to go into this one called C. This is my favorite shade of all time from Viseart, and this is from the Soleil la Plage. I do have the Soleil and the Chouchou palettes coming, along with the blue macaron palette that they just released, the Petit Four. So I will be doing a try on with each of those palettes. So more Viseart content coming your way. Can't stop, won't stop. I just adore this shade. It is so easy to wear, so easy to blend, so easy to just, oh, it's so pretty. Just so pretty. And even though it's blue, I mean, I love blue. I wear blue all day, but it's not, oh, she's wearing blue eyeshadow. It's just really this beautiful, just light shimmer that has a bit of duochrominess to it. I really, really do adore it. And you can make this go really intense if you use the Pat McGrath Artistry wand, or, you know, wet it. But I like this sort of wash of shimmer that it gives. I think it's just stunning. So in my recent Sephora order where I picked up the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm Powder, say that 5 times fast, I also picked up one of the Infinite Chrome Micropencils. This is Jade. This has been sold out for a while and is finally back in stock. So this is just, I do have the emerald one, but this one is just so a little bit more multi-chrome. It's more along the lines of the lemon quartz that I have. It has a little bit more of a shift to it than the emerald one. The emerald one is beautiful. If you build it up, it's rich and green with a bit of a purple twist to it. This one is more of a spectrum. And I think it's just really, right now it's twisting from a light green to a bit of purple to a bit of blue. And you can build it up. I just think it's amazing. These pencils are just amazing. So I'm just going to do a little bit of that along my upper lash line. And I can just see already in this mirror, from this side, I see like the green, the teal, sort of going into the seafoam, mixing really nicely with the shadow, and then going again from this sort of light green all the way to the purple, like this beautiful like lilac-y purple. So I really can see the shift from eye to eye in the light. It's just gorgeous. I keep staring at it on my hand. It's just like so pretty. I love these pencils so much. Definitely, I mean, they're $22. To me, they're definitely worth the money because I will use them. All right, next I'm gonna go in with a little sample of the Le Volume Revolution de Chanel. So this came with my recent Chanel order. And this is a interesting mascara wand. It is nice and chunky. Bristles are very tiny. And this is obviously for volume, not length. One day I will have a setup where I don't need to put my mirror directly in front of my face, but until I get enough room to actually have a mirror in front of me that I can functionally use, I'm gonna have to keep doing this. So one of the more fun products that I am excited to use, and I have used this a couple of times already just to sort of practice with it and see how I like to use it, is this Le Beige Water Fresh blush. This is the one in light pink. Now, do I like liquid blushes? No. Do I think I need a $50 blush when I have so many blushes already? No. Am I easily influenced by luxury beauty vloggers and my own sense of needing to be bougie? Absolutely. So when this came out, I was so intrigued because it's, you know, it's one of those formulas where like, it has little balls of pigment suspended. This is also, like I said, this is a $50 product. It is advertised as 75% water. So yeah, I'm a clown. It's fine. All right, so that out of the way, it is a really cool product, and I have used it a couple of times really lightly on the back of my hand to like mix up the product first. And while that does work to get a really light sort of pigmentation on your cheeks, I think just putting it straight on, like I think you still need to do a little bit on the back of your hand, but instead of mixing it on the back of your hand, just, you know, pick it up and put it on with your fingers. So that's what I am going to try to do today without getting it in the liner that I've already put down on the back of my hand. So, and it is a pump. This is, how many? This is 15 milliliters or half a fluid ounce. So that is $50. And I'm just doing a real little bit. And I'm gonna take that on my ring finger, just scoop it all up, put that on my cheeks. And I can already see this works much better because you're getting that pigment right away as it's breaking up and mixing. Again, this is a light pink. This is probably the lightest shade. But you can already see the sort of, once the capsules start to break, you can see the pigment in there. But it is very easy to move around. And tap out. So I've still got quite a bit left, so I'm going to keep going in. And this is just where I like to apply my blush, sort of in a triangle back towards the back of my cheeks. I just think it looks better on me. and helps me just add some more dimension to my face. But you can obviously put your blush wherever you would like. And I think you can definitely see that pigment more on this side. It's hard for me to see because the light is a little bit brighter on this side, but yeah, oh yeah, definitely I can see it there. Seems to be reacting nicely with the product underneath. And then as you can see, this is kind of what it looks like once it's mixed and sort of dried down, and real easy to blur out. It's light pink. And of course my cheeks are naturally more pink, so I probably could have gone with maybe like a light peach or warm peach. There's a couple of different ones. There's also like this intense deep apricot, which was really intriguing, but I was like, I gotta try the lightest shade in this first just to see how it works. I don't know if I'm in the market for another $50 liquid blush, but it is intriguing to see what that shade would look like on my face, because I do love a beautiful deep blush. Anyway. Yes, you can definitely see it, and I really do like it. So very minimal, and then with the blurring balm powder down underneath, I think that works really nicely together. Just putting a little bit more emphasis on the eye color, lighter cheeks, more minimal foundation type makeup. I picked up another two of the About Face Matte Fix Lip Pencil. This one is in False Alarm. I wore this yesterday. I just got it yesterday. Put it on right away. So this is more of a rosy color. These pencils are so soft and easy to work with. So that's more of this like rosy color. And then this one is, I think, one of their lightest ones. This is the color Happy Endings. I think it's also one of their newest colors. It's more of this beige. So I think I'm going to use this one since I did use this one yesterday. You can see just how easy those glide on. It's got like a little bit of brown. So yeah, I can definitely deal with that today. Okay, so we're gonna skip highlighter, we're gonna skip bronzer, so my face isn't gonna be quite as sculpted. Big quotation marks, big scare quotes around that, as it usually is. And I think, I think I'm just gonna let it sit today without putting any powder or face mist on, just to see how it works. And I think if I have anything else to let you know, I'll put it down in the description box. But this is the finished look. Okay guys, so this again is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I got from Sephora, Ulta, and Chanel. I hope you enjoyed seeing the new products, stuff that I was really interested in. I don't know, there's just a lot of really cool stuff that's come out right now, or at least stuff that seems different enough to me or catches my eye enough that I am actually wanting to buy makeup, which I would say for the last 6 months or so has kind of not interested me, except for obviously Viseart eyeshadows, which are amazing and I want them all and I can't stop. But anyway, just sort of like foundation products blush products, primers. You know, I'm so used to just going with what I know works and just sort of ordering that over and over again. But, you know, it's really just fun to try new things, especially when, you know, something that you've been using just doesn't quite work for you either at the moment or anymore. So yeah, it's just been, it can get a little expensive. I did not like go overboard, I think. And I did wait for, you know, a time when I could order a bunch of things at once, except for the Chanel, but you know, that is what it is. I wanted it and I wanted to try it, and it was on the website, and they did have overnight complimentary free shipping, which I actually did not need, but I figured I would just take advantage of it while they had a new release. So yeah, anyway, thank you, FedEx. So yeah, let me know what you think about this look. Let me know if you're interested in any of these products, and I am so glad you could join me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Any of those would be welcome, and all of them would be appreciated. So thank you again, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye.